going to have this match, and that is Flex Serba. It's okay, you got a format sheet. I know you usually just ball it up. Flex Serba versus Matt Striker. That's happening right now.
Well, first off, I was just really excited about David Windsor coming out and hopefully giving another sacrifice, so bear with me here.
And there we see Flex Serba, his manager Roscoe Boltry out there as well. Or excuse me, Roscoe Leach, not Boltry. Where did I get that from?
Yeah, see, I guess we're not on here.
My format sheet was balled up with yours. Anyway, Flex Serba and Roscoe P. Leach making their way out here to for this particular match. And, well, I mean, we have seen Flex Serba over the course of several weeks. Sometimes things have not gone particularly well for him. For instance, when he encountered Scott Steiner.
But let's be fair to Flex Serba. Nothing ever goes well for anybody when they go face to face with Steiner.
That's very true. It seems like Flex Serba has been kind of on both sides of the fence. He wasn't really embracing the fans with Steiner or with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, but tonight back here, and maybe it's because this is a lot closer to his home territory,
or maybe it's because he had some sense knocked into him.
Flex Serba though, feeling good as he is about to step foot into the ring with a big-time trained professional, and maybe Serba is really feeling good here because he got swole last week. The Wizard gave him some swole.
Yeah, well, you know what though? He may have gotten some swole, but if you recall, I believe another certain person that is involved in this matchup asked for a brain, and they do say that brain can beat brawn any day of the week.
Well, we will see if that turns out to be the case here tonight as Flex poses for the crowd, and the crowd, for the most part, has come to embrace Flex Serba here.
Well, embrace or in Flex's mind, Flex.
Your teacher, Matt Striker.
And as you said, your teacher, Matt Striker, on his way to the ring.
Oh, come on. I'm going to be perfectly honest, Burger. You're my teacher.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, fans, Matt Striker making his way around the cotillion here. We're going to step away. We'll be back after this. All right, fans, introductions have been made, and we are underway with this opening contest. Flex Serba, Matt Striker.
Two men who were met with the Wizard and received their just rewards for doing so last week.
We'll see how those rewards pay off for them here in this particular match, as it is Serba forcing Striker back into the corner. And clean break on the part of both men. But I guess Mr. Striker is something. He was unhappy about something as he pulled referee Nick Chin over and had a conversation.
He's using that brain.
Is he using that? Well, no, the oil went to Tigo. So
that's why I said he's using the brain.
Brain. Oh, okay.
Jeez, I mean, do I gotta carry you this entire time again?
All right. Well, another break, and I think maybe Matt Striker is maybe Matt Striker was watching the dance-off from last week between the Step Brothers and Randy Price and El Fuego.
Hey, I mean, if you missed that dance-off, Vernon, where can you see that dance-off again?
You know, you can tune in and find out all those past episodes that you have not seen on the Patreon. It is on the world-class website, worldclassprowrestling.com, and it is only $4.99 per month. And we've been told that starting soon, there will be specific matches from this event here at the Cotillion. that you are not going to see on world-class television. And those exclusives are going to include, let me get my format sheet up here very quickly. Those exclusives are going to include, I know one has Niles Planquet in it. Niles Planquet versus Lance Hoyt, as well as Julie Reel, our own Dorothy, taking on Eva Lease. Those two exclusive to the Patreon. Go to World Class Pro Wrestling to check that out.
See, we're making money right now.
All right. And now the Swollen himself looking to put some of that swollenness to use is Serba. Oh, no. It's another dance-off. The Cotillion is magic for dancing and wrestling.
I guess so. This is the second time in 2 weeks that we have seen this.
Well, it only went so far. And Serba, now who's using their brains? As Serba cinches the side headlock on.
I thought Flex Serba was trying to become... I thought he was trying to channel his inner Rocky Johnson there and become small man Flex Serba.
Stryker having a little trouble with the nip up there.
Well, we know that Stryker asked for a brain, but not the athleticism, so to speak.
Well, yeah, and he doesn't even resort to the athleticism. He just pulls the,
well, you know what? It didn't work for Flex Serba either.
Well, he got swole. He didn't get agile. And Serba's saying he pulled my hair, which he did. Stryker absolutely did that.
They both have about the same length of hair. I don't really see how that could hurt either individual.
Well, okay, so a double demonstration to Nick Chin.
That's a double D.
Nick Chin! Nick Chin nipped up!
Did the referee just show up?
The referee nipped up!
No, he showed up. He showed up, Matt Stryker and Flex Serba.
And this crowd is going nuts!
I cannot believe that. I can really not believe what I just saw Nick Chin pull off.
Well, fans, it just goes to show you never know what you're going to see when you tune into world-class television. And I can guarantee you're never going to see anything like that on any other wrestling broadcast around the world.
No, can we officially call that a chin-up?
Well, you just had to go there, didn't you?
I
just had to go there.
I'm trying. Hey, you know what? I'm trying to help my buddy out there. He deserves some money. So there you go. Referee Nick Chin, your first T-shirt is available soon. Chin up.
All right. Well, Stryker and Serba both wishing for Nick Chin to get out of the way, maybe because they're afraid he'll just come in and pin them both. As now with the fingers interlaced on what? Now we're going to go for arm wrestling. All right. Well, it's still wrestling.
Well, that's Swole thing.
And Stryker with a swift victory.
We know what Flex wanted from the Wizard. We know what Stryker wanted for the Wizard. And I think we just established, if I can talk today, I can establish that Matt Stryker got the better of the deal.
Well, Stryker certainly now. Stryker back to the side headlock. It's been the go-to move for both of these gentlemen so far, and I think it's really been the only wrestling move that we've really seen in the course of this match. All right, both men crisscross now.
Oh, here we go. This is high athleticism, great agility here.
And Serba, not aware. Serba needs somebody like on one side of the ring to tell him he can stop running.
Has he not noticed that Matt Stryker is literally staying still?
I've known Serba for a long time, and to be perfectly honest with you, he's often in his own little world. And
you don't say.
Like, really. And he's just worn himself out.
Roll him up here, and I bet you can win.
Well, here we go. Let's see if you're right. 1, 2. Oh, not even quite 2. And Serba now. Serba going for the cover as well. Hooks the leg and gets about a 1 out. Oh, wait, hey. Just because. Wow, that's it. 1, 2. Oh.
What the hell is going on here?
This is legitimately the most fun I've seen watching a professional.
This is the weirdest thing I have ever seen.
Nick Chin has successfully nipped up and
he chinned up.
Chinned up, and he swept the leg and went for a pin on a professional wrestler and almost got a 3 count. All right, and Serba says that's it. Fun and games are over. As Serba now just with a full-on choke onto Matt Stryker blatantly in front of him.
I'm sure he's tired of being laughed at right now.
Well, yeah, I can tell you that Flex Serba does not enjoy being laughed at. This is true. Irish whip careens Matt Stryker from one corner to the other. And Stryker slowly and gingerly turning around as Serba meets him right there to drive some elbow or some shoulders into the midsection. Now gonna send him back to this corner he started in. Oh, wait, hold on. The camera, oh yeah. Look what Stryker doing over there. Well, the camera focused so much on Serba, but I swear I keep seeing Stryker. Stryker has something.
It looks like it's his tape, actually, from his wrist. It's like he's unwrapping his tape for some reason.
Well, what he's managed to, he's bonded himself to the top rope. Why has he done this? He's taken the tape, you're right, but he's put it over the top rope.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, is he going to try to have something to hold on?
Oh, that's why.
All right, there's the brains again.
I'm telling you, I called it at the very beginning. Brain wins over brawn.
And Stryker now with the abdominal stretch and the assistance of the tape, which, well, thank you.
Well, okay, now
It looked
now
like
you're-
Roscoe Leach broke that off there. Now, Serba tried to go for the hip toss, but Stryker's still just holding onto the top rope. No particular problem there.
Flex really needs to come up with a different game plan because
And
what
look-
he's brought to the table tonight has not worked for him.
And look at Matt Stryker's face. I mean, I think this was enjoyable for a while, but now it's almost as if it's becoming insulting to him. What's now? Okay, what? Oh, well, Roscoe cut the tape, and now the abdominal stretch being applied.
Yeah, and Flex doesn't even care at
Flex
this point.
Hey, Flex grabbing for the arm, and Roscoe reaching out to the crowd. Look at this! It's going through the crowd.
Oh, wow!
This is an abdominal stretch chain. I have participated in one of these. I told you I had. And look at all the cotillion. The fans are linking arms to assist with the abdominal stretch.
Is this legal?
Well, it broke up, so it doesn't matter anymore. And Roscoe Leach appears to be unconscious and on the outside of the ring.
Well, I think Stryker's had enough of this too. Fun and games are over.
Stryker on the outside has grabbed a steel chair. This is not a no DQ match, not a no holds barred match.
And yet somehow we just saw an illegal stretching of the abdominal stretch.
And Stryker appears prepared to use that steel rope with chairs. All right, and Stryker says, never mind. You know, really at this point, Nick Chin should just grab a chair too, because I mean he's matched them in everything else. And
well, what are they
I have
doing now?
no idea. Honestly, I can't even begin to figure out and predict what either of these men are doing in the course of this match. But Stryker,
If they start
asking,
playing patty cake, I think we can officially say this would be the weirdest thing ever.
I don't think they're going for patty cake, but I think they're going for thumb wrestling.
Is it thumb wrestling?
Well, they're saying yes, it is. It's thumb wrestling, and it's still wrestling. Oh, all right, and a thumb to the eye by Serba, and Serba wins. All right, swift victory in the arm wrestling for Matt Stryker. Quick victory to balance it up by Serba with the thumb wrestling.
Yeah, do they both realize we still have a match taking place? Like, literally, we have a match taking place right in the middle of this ring still.
I think they're both still concerned that maybe Nick Chin is going to out wrestle. Oh, wow. Okay, now we're into musical chairs.
Well, this doesn't make sense. There's two
Yeah,
chairs.
well, Nick Chin's there. I mean, he could take one of them. So what? Did Stryker just win that because he sat down first?
I don't know. I've given up at
I'm
this
not
point.
certain I understand this now, but Stryker has picked up the chairs. We'll go swing, and Chin in the middle.
Oh, well, referee Nick Chin has reasoned with Matt Stryker to put the chair down.
And back to the side headlock. Side headlock on a chair by Matt Stryker. And the referee is allowing it and is checking with Serba to see if he submits.
This has got to be the weirdest opening contest to any
Yep,
wrestling
that's
show I've
it,
ever
man. This is still the opening card. We still have 2 matches after this. Oh! All right, now that's serious. Straight drop toe hold, face to the chair.
Well, it was Matt Stryker who brought the chair in.
And oftentimes it seems like people who bring those things around. We saw it last week with Trevor Murdoch with 4 chairs, setting them up, and he was on the receiving end.
Did he just cock the fist?
He did, and he put down that Stryker almost for 3.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
Well, maybe in a comic book somewhere.
Wait
Hold
a
on,
minute.
Serba.
Is
Serba is
is the band tuning up?
he's finding that A chord. Well, he got about midsection on. I think
wait a
we're.
minute.
Serba reverses out of that, going to hoist him up.
Wait.
What's he looking for here? DVD.
No, that was not a DVD.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It was an adjustment of your perspective and attitude. And Serba appears to be invisible right now.
Yeah, he's just letting them know that, you know, it's hard to see me at this moment.
Yeah, but he stops Striker's stopping the fist. Kick to the midsection again. Going to try once again. Serba down. And Serba down. That Striker is your winner.
The winner of this match, Matt Striker.
Well, in a match where we literally saw everything and anything take place, we saw some guns being cocked, so to speak. We saw some bands starting to tune up.
We saw arm wrestling and thumb wrestling during the professional wrestling match. And most importantly, we saw Nick Chin as one of the most more athleticism than either of the competitors. Fans, we gotta recapture ourselves. We'll be back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you see the referee holding up the WWL Championship that belongs to Mecha Wolf, that championship on the line, and we are now commencing with this match.
A lot of trash talking going on to
Quite
start.
a bit of it here. El Fuego, it is Fuego, by the way. Oh, well, now it's being chopped to the top of the head.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's
anyway.
irrelevant at this point.
All right, well, Retro Randy and Coyote on one side, and Rashid Ali also making his WCR debut. And over the top rope. And out now, leaving Mecha Wolf and Retro Randy. Of course, we've spoken before about Retro Randy being on quite the roll here in World Class. He is undefeated.
Yeah, look at the
and he is
moonwalk
throwing
there.
it back right there.
He's bringing some 90s and 80s class back to world class.
He's flapjacking Mecha Wolf. Now, fans, again, if you're not familiar with the Fatal 5-Way, the rules are very simple. You got 5 guys. They're all legal to compete at the same time. The first person to score a pin or submission will win the match and will be, in this instance, the WWL champion. Oh,
El Fuego, he is definitely a
there.
sight to see here.
El Fuego del Sol, one of the highest flyers in professional wrestling. We got him right here in World Class.
And he got some moves himself. Look at that.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
Randy's got moves too. They're a little dated, but they're still there.
Yeah, and I think both of these need to realize that you're not in a dance competition here. We're definitely in a 5-way for a title. It's no time for dancing.
Well, as El Fuego goes up and over the top there, and
Retro Randy going through the middle row.
he's being disposed of as well. All right, now we're down to the other 3 competitors. Coyote, of course, a longtime competitor here in World Class, former Revolutionary Champion, former Tag Team Champion.
Oh, nice enziguri from Mecha Wolf, who then he just twists him around. All right, 2 points.
The Mecha Wolf and Rashid Ali are the 2 that I was the most interested in seeing here, since they are new to World Class. Rashid Ali being accompanied by Al Farhat, my former broadcast partner and a longtime veteran competitor himself, who brings a huge wealth of knowledge. Not all of it on the up and up, usually, but still a massive wealth of knowledge in guiding people to championships. And we'll see if he can do the same with Rashid Ali here, as Mecha Wolf hooks Coyote, takes him over in a cervical suplex, and now reintroducing himself to the match, El Fuego.
With a nice Hurricane Rana. Well, Retro Randy just sent El Fuego back to the past, and now a nice German suplex from Randy. Oh, you know what? Let's make it 2.
He's delivering both East and West Germany because, you know, he's that far retro.
Oh, there you go. I mean, wait, what does a continent have to do with retro?
In any case, everybody drives in for El Fuego, but Fuego up on the shoulders.
Oh, he's got
Randy
it
gonna
set.
have now here. Oh, he's positioning and drop. Beautiful bridge,
I think that's the hat trick. I think we can call that a German too.
but leaves himself exposed to the senton from Mecha Wolf.
And look at that Mecha Wolf now. It looks like he's going for a German of his own, but we see Randy reversing. 4 is the number that we're going for this evening.
And that means 1 for every competitor in the match. Or I should say every opponent of Randy's in the match. He's not going to give himself a German, obviously. And Randy now looking to pull off the old school frog splash, but is intercepted by Ali and Ali and Coyote. who appear to have formed some sort of, at least temporary, partnership to bring Randy down.
Oh, but here comes the champion, Mecha Wolf, back in to make the save.
And I do believe we might be looking at a potential Tower of Doom situation here as Mecha shows the power.
Oh, man, coast to coast! Mecha Wolf thought he was safe, but El Fuego had something else in mind with the coast-to-coast drop kick, and that sent Mecha Wolf down to the canvas as well, and he's the only one standing.
Yeah, Mecha Wolf tried to maintain his position in the ring, but El Fuego here, I don't think he's going to be in the ring too long, though, as he's off the ropes. Oh!
I disagree, because a spear's going to...
And Wolf straight to the outside, fans.
Oh, wait, incoming!
And outgoing again. Look, Mecha Wolf with launches forever. All sides get to see the flying capabilities of Mecha Wolf. You will believe that a wolf can fly.
The alpha of the ring and the match right now. Mr. Mecha Wolf, welcome to World Class.
He knows that his championship is on the line. If he's going to retain it against 4 competitors, he's got to put all
He's a super kick, though. He got that super kick in.
With Fuego now standing tall in the middle, looking at all directions, trying to pick the most likely opportunity for himself to go after. And now, on the outside, the 4 opponents out there battling amongst each other. I think I know what Fuego's got in mind. Oh, no, I didn't. I knew he was going to come off the top, put a shooting star press.
And El Fuego, the smallest man in the match, has done the most damage, taking out all 4 of his opponents. Now he's got Coyote back in the ring there.
And remember, fans, you do not have to pin the champion to win the title. Any of these guys, if they pin any of the others, they get to be the champion.
Oh, nice backbreaker into a face buster almost.
And Fuego feeling it. Fuego senses that he could be about to acquire another title.
No, not to Ali. Oh, I guess the alliance is gone. And so is the jaw of Coyote. Well, okay, so
we got 5 bodies down. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy. There's bodies everywhere.
How long have you been waiting to use that one?
It comes up now and then.
That's what she said.
The fans here certainly getting their money's worth. As El Fuego grabbing hold of Randy Price, only to get kicked in the midsection. Price, oh wow! DDT takes Fuego all the way over. New champion, no!
What an innovative DDT from Retro Randy, but
Bomb dropper from Rashid Ali.
Albert Coyote right there to make the save.
And now, Ali positioned as Coyote, the 619, or whatever particular area code he wants to put a name in after. Fuego over the top!
Was that a DDT?
Whatever it was, I think it may have just taken both of them out of this match.
I swear that was a springboard DDT, and it hit on the apron, the hardest part, but Randy gets sailed to the outside.
Randy was caught his foot up in the roll.
The roll-up.
Oh, man. So close to a new WWL champion, and Mecha Wolf super kick and then Inseguri staggers Ali. Ali not down though.
And Ali's not out of the fight yet.
Ali intercepting Mecha Wolf, and now just going to go rain down the punches, but Mecha Wolf grabbing him by the thighs, going to run him out of the corner. Oh, Lord! Over the top rope.
Oh, man, somebody needs to check on Ali. He landed bad there. Mecha Wolf showing that he is indeed the alpha of this contest for this night.
Well, Mecha Wolf rolling to the outside. I don't think he realized that El Fuego had rolled into the ring. Mecha Wolf just pursuing the certainly by now injured Rashid Ali.
And made quick work of El Fuego with a nice stiff kick.
And Wolf up and down with Ali. And now Wolf looking to go to the top rope as well.
Well, you said earlier, I should say, wolves can't fly in the case of Mecha Wolf, and it looks like he's looking for an aerial assault this time around as well. Perched up, 450!
And a hook of the leg, and he is still the WWL champion.
My Lord, that actually went all over.
You know, you talk about making first impressions. I think with Michael Wolf's first appearance here in World Class, he made an incredible impression. And fans, we're going to step aside, take a break, and recoup. We'll be back after this. All right, fans, we are back. Main event time. As the bell rings, triple threat action. World Class Revolutionary Championship on the line. And Windsor and Anna Lynn with some sort of a bonding there, a communication. I'm not sure what to call it. It looks like Mahali is trying to form an alliance of sorts between himself and the champion against El Fuego del Sol. Oh, and from behind, Mahali.
Mahali, make me proud, Mahali.
Mahali blindsiding the champion. And now Fuego going to work. Well, no alliances here, no honor amongst thieves, if you will. As now it is Mahali and El Fuego in action against each other in the ring. Fuego, he's going to use a lot of those high-flying moves, a lot of that aerial tactics. And Fuego with a quick reversal of that standing wrist lock into a standing wrist lock of his own on Prince Mahali.
With those beautiful boots, gifted courtesy of the Arab legend Al Farad himself.
Mahali off the ropes, a leapfrog there by El Fuego. Block tip toss. And Fuego now running up those ropes to drag Mahali over. Mahali looks like he's not quite sure exactly where he is. And he certainly doesn't know where all the action is coming from. But he is staggered, he is reeling. And Fuego off the second rope, now up to the top. Springboard, Mahali taking over, a head scissors style.
Wow, I'm dizzy.
Yeah, all of this happening so quickly, I can barely call it. And now, but Mahali quickly there with a knee lift into the midsection. Oh, and then Windsor now back in the match and immediately making his presence known. Double clothesline on both of these challengers.
Took these two high flyers and grounded them.
And that's got to be the secret for Windsor. He knows he cannot compete with either of these men if they're able to hit that top rope, if they're able to carry out some of the top rope tactics that they're well known for. So Windsor now positioning both the challengers in opposite corners and simply moving back and forth between them. Now going to careen Mahali corner to corner into El Fuego. Mahali back out in a straight uppercut by the Revolutionary Champion.
He's going to have to finish this fast. He's going to have to end this fast.
Well, that's the thing about Windsor, as you see there, trying to build up a little speed to charge into the corner. I've known Windsor for pretty much his entire career. He is not a fast mover. He is a guy who likes to take his time. He can be sudden, as he is right there, but it didn't really work out for him, as Fuego low bridges him out onto the outside.
Is he about to fly?
Oh, well, you know El Fuego just as well as I do, maybe just a little bit better. I think he's warming himself up. I think he's looking for the opportunity. Fuego now, as Mahali and Windsor contest with each other on the outside. Fuego, standing moonsault off the top rope, wiping out both the opponents.
Doesn't matter the size you are. If you come down with that type of velocity, you're taking anybody down.
And I think we could be on the road to a new Revolutionary Champion. Fuego momentarily distracted there by Windsor, but kicks him off. And now to the top rope. Oh, and Mahali able to upend him into the middle of the ring.
Very smart.
And now just blatant choke right in front of the referee. No disqualifications here. I'm not sure why the referee is counting more out of habit than anything else. There are no disqualifications in a triple threat match. And Mahali lifting up one of those boots to ram El Fuego's head into on two corners.
He learned very well.
And I'm sure I probably know better than to ask you if maybe there's something in those boots, in the toes of those boots. But I won't ask you. I won't ask you.
No comment.
All right. Mahali now cinching in that rear chin lock, grounding El Fuego. So much of El Fuego's offense comes from those rope maneuvers, comes from being able to fly and hit his opponent like a pinball. And Mahali knows that very well. Took the opportunity to ground him, but Fuego back on his feet. Elbow shots to the midsection, breaking that hold. Mahali, though, picks him up, Samoan drop.
This may be it.
Well, it could have been, but Windsor from the outside makes sure that his title isn't lost because he doesn't have to be pinned in this situation to lose his championship. That's one of the big problems for a champion in a triple threat match. There's really no champion's advantage.
That's what I really hate about these matches.
Man!
Did you see the height on that?
I was sure he was going to come down straight on the top of his head. The height, I mean, as I said, Windsor well over 6 foot tall, and an elevation of that nature is going to careen you close to the 8 foot mark.
That's definitely going to take its toll on Fuego del Sol.
And now Windsor, slowly, methodically, stomping on the grounded El Fuego del Sol. Windsor carries, slowing the pace down of this match. This is what he wants. He can't compete with the high-flying tactics. He can't compete with the aerial tactics. But if he can keep both of his opponents down and control the pace of the match, which he has slowed to an absolute stop, he knows that he can be in full control. And he hopes that he can use that to retain the championship. Fuego breaking that, getting back to that vertical base. Fuego with a jaw jacker. Off the ropes, ducks a clothesline, ducks a second one, but can't get underneath the third as the big black hole slam from Windsor, and just at the literal last tenth of a second.
That was close.
Prince Mahali saves the match for himself, keeps himself in this game. Mahali and Fuego standing in the middle here. Fuego up and over. Insuguri puts down the Prince.
Such a contrast in styles here.
Windsor back up. Windsor with both men. Are we going to see a double choke slam? He's got both men primed. No. Double kick to the midsection. And now Fuego and Mahali working in tandem, I'm not going to say together. Bomb dropper! Bomb dropper by Prince Mahali. Puts down the champion. And normally that's followed up with a magic carpet ride. But in this particular time, Mahali's got to worry about Fuego as he upends. Look at that! Completely upending El Fuego. And now Mahali's got the carpet. Mahali going to the outside. I think we're about to see a magic carpet ride, Al.
This may be it.
It could be a whole new world for Prince Mahali as he flies over nobody home.
Get up, Mahali.
Mahali crashed and burned as El Fuego rolled out of the way. But Mahali, at least back on his feet, Fuego as well. I don't even know what to call that, but it put Mahali down on his head.
Some kind of inverted DDT of sorts.
A springboard moonsault inverted DDT. There's got to be a name for it. I'm going to have to look it up. Or maybe invent it. As Mahali, prone, Fuego to the top, and shoved off by Damon Windsor.
Oh, that young man is so impressive.
Just like that, the match changes pace. Windsor crashes Mahali down. And that is it.
Wow. What a match.
Still the revolutionary champion, but you absolutely are correct, Al. That was an incredible match and a big demonstration of how good Damon Windsor is. Damon Windsor walked in here with two opponents facing him. The odds were not in his favor, but he retained the title. And fans, when we come back, we've got more world-class action coming at you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we see our main event now underway. A bounty hunter against a thief.
A bounty hunter against a monster. And they said they call him the Canadian Frankenstein.
I mean, I can believe it. Look at this guy. You were mentioning earlier how long his tenure has been in this business, former tag team champion in his own right, and still in phenomenal shape. Surely Dr. Frankenstein did create this thing up in Canada, where I know he retreated to when he tried to get away from the original monster.
You know, it's ironic because it was PCO and his partner competing against Scott Steiner and his brother Rick for those tag team championships when PCO had his run, one of his runs as a tag team champion. And
wouldn't that be an interesting reencounter? PCO and Scott Steiner.
Very interested to see the two of them face off here again. As we saw PCO back Boone into the corner, and now Boone duck underneath and switching up to the side headlock. You know, Boone as a bounty hunter, I'm sure that he's obviously in great shape and is conditioned to having to chase down people. I'm curious to see how he measures up to the physical demands and the thought processes going into a professional wrestling match.
Well, remember, he's a parkour expert, so there's no objects that stand in his way, but a foot to the gut will definitely halt that momentum that he was trying to build there.
I think PCO thinks of himself as a that object stood in Boone's way. That object just ran right through him, and you saw how much it overturned Boone. Boone may have landed right on that left knee and possibly tweaked it. You can see him favoring it a little bit as PCO immediately taking control of this match, ramming Boone's head into the top turnbuckle, now going Irish whip, corner to corner, sends Boone in, charges in after him, but Boone able to get out to the outside, now slips in underneath. There's some of that unique training that goes into the parkour stuff as we get the kick to the side of the head, and Boone now going outside, perhaps going to go up to the top rope.
Oh, he's already looking to go high risk, and that also can be a high reward if he nails this, but don't take too much time, Boone.
Boone really taking his time getting up top there, playing to the crowd. Is that going to pay off for him as he goes up? Well, he rolls through on it.
Oh my God!
And Boone just picked him up. That was a spear that elevated Boone off of his feet. The sheer intensity and power coming from PCO.
Absolutely ungodly strength here. PCO now back on top of Boone with the Irish whip and a straight kick to the midsection. And again, these Muay Thai kicks, we gave Boone some credit for his athleticism and agility. Maybe we're not giving enough for PCO as a running senton splash right down across the midsection.
And Boone could be in trouble right here as PCO able to get a 2 count out of that combination. Again, fans, this is for control of the Stetson of J.R. Ewing's hat. Whoever wins this match, if Boone wins the match, he's declared the Stetson stays here at South Fork where he believes it belongs. If PCO wins, he apparently will be taking it back to Quebec.
But you know, PCO doesn't strike me as much of a hat guy. But you know, I guess you don't really know an individual, do you?
I certainly don't think I know PCO terribly well, and I'm not sure I really want to. Boone getting to know though, is getting to be greeted with or greeting PCO with some strong forearms. Tries again for the Irish whip, reversed by PCO, who tries to go for the hip lock. Boone reverses it, and PCO just levels him with a clothesline.
This monstrous PCO, a new attitude, new look, and it seems like new motivation and demeanor for him. Just drops the leg right across Boone, and again going in for the cover. 1 and a 2, and referee again says 2. Boone kicking out.
PCO certainly measuring his steps here. Doesn't seem to be in any particular rush, taking his time and then hoping to take control of the match by slowing the pace down and then just using these hard-hitting, high-impact moves, throwing the entire weight of his body up against the oncoming Boone right there.
He's just a brick wall. That's all he is.
Yeah, Boone experienced that one firsthand when he tried that opening salvo.
Yeah, you know, better yet, I know they call him the Canadian Frankenstein. In my opinion, though, I think he can earn the nickname the Canadian Wrecking Ball there, just wrecking right through Boone.
Boone now surveying the crowd as he sees, PCO surveying the crowd as he sees Boone in a precarious position, draping his leg over the back of the neck of Boone, forcing the air out. Now Boone, PCO, going off the ropes and elevated up and over to the outside, but immediately recovers, only to be greeted with a drop kick, a sit-down drop kick. And Boone seems to be in a position to rally here. Boone off the ropes. And tries to go for the suicide dive, but runs straight into the forearm from PCO.
People got to remember, PCO is not new to this sport of professional wrestling. He is a tried, tested veteran. Oh, wait, no way. PCO gonna fly?
PCO suicide dive, and Boone takes the entire impact of that up against those guard railings. It's good that you brought up the point. PCO, you're right, not a newcomer to professional wrestling, not a rookie by any stretch. And like I've said many, many times, I'm always going to favor a guy with experience. So here, the automatic advantage in my mind has to go to PCO, who not only has the years experience, but also certainly seems to be willing to bring the desire, well, the size of the power, but the desire to risk his body.
But this time,
And it doesn't seem to hurt him much. That one maybe took a little bit out of him, but until that point, nothing had seemed to slow PCO down.
unbelievable. A man his size, a man of his talents, and his well-known experience, flying through the ropes like he did there and then coming off. Granted, one was more successful than the other, but still, you got to give it to PCO, pulling out some moves that I don't think we've ever seen from the guy.
Referee applying the count for both men now back up on their feet. And Boone on the receiving end of a slug, but returns it in favor. Now both of these men just trading right hands in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, Boone, I don't think you're going to win this fight.
I'm not certain that this is exactly the approach that Boone should be taking. It might be beginning to chip down a little bit on PCO, but Boone's having to absorb a lot of punishment to do so. Now, Boone intercepting, delivering back, right forearm. Forearm after forearm to the side of the face. Boone with a super kick.
And it barely phases him.
Right.
Look at this.
Barely there. Boone off the ropes. Goes for the back heel kick.
Nothing again.
Still cannot get PCO down. Another super kick. And a bit more of a wobble, but he hasn't even dropped to one knee.
No, he is not. Boone's looking to go a little bit higher there.
Boone tried this before. He took too long. This time a little bit quicker as he comes down straight into the preparation for a choke slam. Oh no, just throws him into the corner. Now back in and picks him up. Choke slam down. And this well could be it right here.
Absolutely. PCO throwing Boone, like you said, back into the turnbuckle only to catch him and hit a choke
What is
slam.
PCO looking for? He's looking for a moonsault?
No way.
That is good. Over 40 years old, executing a moonsault. He nailed it completely and still was not able to keep Boone down. But I give all the props in the world for a man who's been active in this business 25 years to be able to pull off a beautiful moonsault like that. Not even the great Muda could achieve that at this particular point in his career.
No, and I said that was a perfection style right there. The only thing
And
that could
why does PCO have to have it? PCO bringing the Stetson into the ring. It's not his. He didn't win the match yet. The referee now. Oh, that's why. Yeah, you're right. That's it.
That's that veteran experience that we were talking about. PCO with the straight low kick.
And barely out at the last opportunity. This Lance Hoyt. Lance Hoyt is in the ring. We saw PCO interfere in Hoyt's match. Hoyt now able to get a shot in on PCO. Boone off the second rope. Boone with a kick to the side of the head. Referee did not see the strike by Lance Hoyt.
Yeah, this is the first time PCO's been down.
Boone, Starship Pain. And Boone gonna hook the leg. And the Stetson stays at South Fork Ranch.
For this match, Boone, the Bounty Hunter.
Well, Lance Hoyt getting himself a little bit of payback from earlier. It was PCO who cost Lance Hoyt the Revolutionary Championship earlier this evening, and Lance Hoyt in return has cost PCO the prize JR Stetson that is now being presented presented to Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Of course, Lance Hoyt, being the proud Texan that he is, he knows the importance of that Stetson here at South Fork Ranch and to the entirety of the Dallas community. And Lance Hoyt not wanting to see that go back up to Canada, not wanting to see it fall into foreign hands and occupation. As Lance Hoyt proudly holding his Stetson up for the entire crowd to see. I thought for a moment he was going to put it on Boone's head. Is that what he's doing here? I think he's going to crown Boone, adorn Boone with the Stetson worn so proudly by J.R. Ewing.
JR, he's so proud right now. That hat looks extremely good on Boone there.
Lance Hoyt now going to have a few words with his fellow Texan crowd.
Dallas, Texas, still have a good time tonight. PCO, you thought you were going to come in and do that to me? Blaine. The Lala Cantina, I'm kicking your ass, okay? PCO, I'm going to put you in the dirt, brother. Lala Cantina, and in what state is the Lala Cantina in? What am I saying? Texas. That's right, PCO. Take your Canadian ass back to Quebec because this hat is staying right here in South Fork, in Dallas, in Texas, America.
Well, strong words there from Boone.